Sabrina here. Now I am going to walk around the property today. I got keys from the auction house to go and view a property on my own because we got the relationship like that. And I just want to show you around and give you an idea of what to look for when you are viewing properties. Can you see that sign there? That's where the house is. But we've got to walk up this. We've got to walk all the way up this to get to the house, which it can knock a couple of grand off the purchase price if you ask me, because look at this. On a rainy day, are you going to want to do that? Especially when you've got 3 kids, you know? Oh God, no way. Or even 1 kid at that. Any kid. This is the house. Interesting. Anyway, let's have a quick look around. So there's no knotweed, first and foremost. Always want to look for knotweed. That's vital. And it's actually got one of the biggest front gardens here. I'm going to go straight to the back because I'm already outside. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, that was that. If you see any dangling spiders, let me know, because there's always these big monstrous dangling. Oh, blueberries, yes honey. So this is the back garden. We've got the back door that would obviously need to be changed, but we have 2 windows here and those windows are fine. If you look up at the fascia boards and the gutters, they look fine. They just need a good clean. Again, we're going to come up here and continue to look. Fuck, I don't like this. Do you see? Oh God, let's do a phone check. Is it on me? Oh, I don't like this. Okay, let's get back to business. I can't believe I just done that. See, there's another one. Do you see the another one? That's a dangling bloody spider. I don't like those. Anyway, a very green garden, very overgrown. There's just a lot of blueberries to cut down, which just means lots of smoothies. That's fine. Again, looking at the back of the building, no signs of damp build-up, penetration. Again, the gutters look quite nice. They just need a good clean. You see a bit of green at the end there. There's a bit of moisture here in this wall area, so you know you just want to double check that, because that can be something small, but it could be something. So you just keep an eye on that. That would require a new back door, clearly. Let's go back to the front of the house. So, this is the front door. Stand back. Do you know what? This front door, God forgive me, Lord, but I would keep this front door and paint it. This is just rubbing off. This is not, look how nice and solid that handle is. This is new. This is a new door. Believe it or not, I know it's a new door. I just think that they haven't looked after the house. First things above the door is the RCD unit. That looks quite fine. That looks like it can be used. It looks up to date, but of course an electrician would need to come and verify that. Then you've got the fuse box. So that's fine. Well, the first thing that jumps out to you is the decoration of the house. That always jumps out. This is a nice size front room. I'd say maybe 15 by 12 or something similar to that. And the radiators are fine. So, no, they're not fine. What am I talking about? They're outdated. They need to be changed. I'm going too fast. They're old. They would need to be changed and updated. That's for sure. However, the plug sockets are already at a reasonable length on the wall, which tells me that this house has been rewired and is up to date with the standards. This pipework that you see, that would all need to be removed. Any renovation pipework needs to be hidden, so that's something that you would factor in for. The windows, they're beautiful. These are brand new windows, honey. These are brand new windows. They feel so nice to open and close. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and it is a little bit dark in here, but not tremendously. You would have the light on, that's for sure. But you can see they've got a nice new fireplace, so you can just tile in there and keep that fireplace as it is. See, it was nice, but now look a bit closer. This could probably wash off. The thing is, when you're renovating houses, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Do you know what I mean? No. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So if the door works fine, why are we going to go do a whole new door? But that depends on the finish you want to look, of course. The finish you want to get. Like this door here, they've obviously done. These are very popular in Wales. Very popular in Wales. Even in places like Gloucester. I've got a lot of family in Gloucester. Everybody seems to have these doors in my auntie's house and my uncle's house. Everybody has these doors. So, but it makes sense because it provides light into the rooms. But you can see the house is quite tidy. Just taking down the wallpaper. There's a bit of damp here, whether that's penetrating damp. Again, that's not the area that I pointed out outside, because that area is still there. So that would be that corner. So this corner is on the other side of the kitchen. This comes off nicely. So one thing I love about this stuff is my builder would come now, tear that all off. The top wall has no wallpaper already, so that's great. Let me move on. It's a low ceiling, very low ceiling. I'm sure I can almost touch that. Oh, I can actually do. See? It's a low ceiling. So, oh, that's nice. Oh, I haven't seen this before. What's this? Oh, what is this? I don't like this, honey. This must be some kind of something to do with the boiler. So this is the layout for the hallway. You come out, you go right to the kitchen. I mean, look at what this material on the walls. That would need to come along and just be plastered because it's got that rough feel to it, and it's not that nice, is it? Absolutely rough feeling. So all that would need to be plastered over. And here's the bathroom. Oh my God. I'm actually having one of those days. And I said that so confidently. Here's the bathroom. Here's the kitchen. To people, that could be a brand new kitchen for some. For me, this is a very old style kitchen. You want to, this is like council housing kitchen, housing association kitchen. You want to change that and put in some nice modern kitchen styles. My hair's falling down. So that's that. And there's some moisture here. So externally you didn't really see anything, but internally you do. This could be condensation buildup, this could be penetrating damp. I don't know, I'd get a specialist to have a look at that because I do notice that is a bit throughout the house, especially behind these areas, which is common, but if there's not the right ventilation, then it could be condensation buildup, or if there's moisture coming in through the building somewhere, that would need to be found and sorted out. So those are things to consider when you're doing a viewing. This has been vacant for years, and you see those huge dangling spiders, they're vacant for years. And it's got the nice new windows throughout, which is beautiful. The question then becomes, would you have everything here? I know I would definitely do the L-shape layout. This, what is this? Because it's in the way. Now there's this cupboard here off the kitchen. This is like the understairs cupboard. If you look, it's the understairs cupboard. And that could be used as a pantry. They would use that as a pantry. That is a pantry. So that's a pantry. That's a pantry. I would knock this wall down. Could be adding some form of support. So if you're allowed to, oh, wait. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. No, it's not working. Okay, it's not working. If I could, I would actually knock this down and have it start a little bit more further back. I like to have as big of a kitchen as possible because what's important for me is a big kitchen. I would want to make this kitchen as big as possible by removing that cupboard. There's already a cupboard underneath the stairs there, and you'll have a lot of worktop space. So for a woman, a big kitchen is important. Then we've got a cupboard here with a nice big fat lock in there. That's a big lock, isn't it? God damn, that's a big lock. That's a big lock. And yeah, cupboard. This can be used for anything. I mean, oh my God, that's a big black one in it. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, but we have Artex on the ceiling. Artex on the ceiling. They've already done damp treatments throughout, so you could tell there was already some form of issues with moist from what's on there. This door's okay. Absolutely full of mold, but it's actually okay. So again, if this is a stern, steady door, my builder would be told to keep that door. We're going to paint over that white nicely white. We should see. I mean, I said that in this refurb I'm doing now. We said, keep all the doors. Reality kicked in and now all the doors have been changed. So we might not do that. But I have kept doors before. Don't you get it twisted, honey. I've done a full house renovation for £10,000, new kitchen, bathroom, floor and everything. We even repaired the extension for the 10 grand, but we kept the doors. Okay, up the stairs. Okay, I love this nice little window again. You just get these beautiful views. So this is the stairs. I love these kind of stairs where it's squared. It's beautiful. Now, this is the smallest of the 3 rooms. It's tiny. And it's got some condensation build up there again. The bed could have been in that corner. Wardrobe could have been in that corner. It's just not nice. But usually it looks like that once there's no more air circulation going to the back of storage things, so things that you'd have stored in your room. The plug sockets up here are low on the skirting, so those would need to be heightened. There is a crack, big crack there, so something to consider. It's a vertical crack. Could this be structural? I don't know. It's got a lovely big window. So that's something you'd get a second opinion on. If it's structural, you want second opinions on that, just to be sure. Back into the hallway. That's room number 2. Here's room number 1. Oh, sorry. That would have been a small bedroom. So we've got 2 double bedrooms here. Good sized double bedrooms as well. This is a built-in wardrobe. You could actually take this wardrobe out. This is only partition wall. Take that out and, oh, that's a partition. This is partition. Oh, that's a soft partition wall, which means, again, moisture. There's tons of webs here. I wouldn't even go in there. There's webs all against that there. There's webs just hanging here, just hanging. It's been vacant for a very long time. Remove all these pipe works. They would need to be rejigged around. But take that back to the wall and then you're left with an absolutely beautiful size room. You've got the Artex on the ceilings there. New light bulb needs to be installed, and new radiators, I believe. To the other bedroom. A lot of moist again. But again, this house has been vacant for a very long time, so you're bound to see signs of this type of stuff. Where a house has had no heat inside, it will create this kind of effect on the walls. These pipes around the room would be removed so we can have the radiator without you seeing any of those pipes. That is the new modern standard. Seeing pipes is not the one. Electrics, they would want to be updated, one that's put into the wall. You don't want to see any of that, all chased into the wall and looking nice. Again, you can see some of the sea and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is this bedroom. The house is nice and it makes you think that the hallway is tiny. I think you've got to remember that people just see, 3-bedroom houses. And when you're doing your research on any other 3-bedroom house. It has to be of a similar size because when you think about it, there's not much hallway to this bedroom. It's a tiny little hallway. And then suddenly you're somehow going to value it at the price of a 3-bedroom house that has a huge hallway or huge bedrooms. And this one doesn't. Because not only is it not that big, but the ceilings are quite small as well. Not small, they're quite low. So again, it takes away from that big feel, huge feel. So when you're doing comparables, whenever you are looking for a property, you are going around, you are trying to work out the cost of a renovation, you are thinking about in valuations, always do like for like. That's important. Do a house, if the house has a garage, do another house that has a garage. If the house has an attic room, do another house with an attic room, because these things change the prices, they change the value of the house. Fundamental. And last but least, the bathroom. And the bathroom's a tiny little thing, but it does fit a bath there. You'd have the toilet in the same place and the sink in the same place. And this cupboard here is the cupboard where there's the new Valent boiler. That is an actual combination boiler. It's got everything. It's got the whole setup. So this is really ready to go. You know, this is a nice cupboard that you can make a layering cupboard, store things and stuff. That's new, and you can tell. So they've probably been part of this government scheme where they've come in, they've updated their windows, boiler. Central heating is big, windows is big in terms of what do you call that thing when you enclose, when you consolidate the house, it's gonna come to me. Not ventilation. It's gonna come to me. I know you've already got it. You know what? You've already got it. That's it. That right there. But this is new. I would take that out and keep that shower. And I would put it right back on the wall with the new bath and sink, depending on what design we go for. Or I would keep that for another renovation. Or keep it for a HMO or for a rent-to-rent. Keep it for something else. You know what I mean? Just keep it. Keep it. So yes, you know, the ceiling, wallpaper on the bathroom walls, you know, so all that would be changed. Come in, straight plaster, everything. Tiles onto the wall, new tiles. This bathroom's so tiny, it would look beautiful with it just tiled throughout. You know, when someone has just the whole tile, it's all the same tile, I would do something like that. But give it that real high-end hotel look, feel in the bathroom, because the bathroom and the kitchen is what's going to sell this house. Nothing else. So, I've got a scale. It says 15 and a half. It was on 8. So I'm 8 stones. What? I've lost weight. So I think that's it. This is it for the house. It's beautiful. We've checked the electrics. We've checked the pipework. We've checked outside. Checked for signs of damp. The smoke alarm seems to be reasonably up to date as well. But only an electrician can confirm that. So I've just finished upstairs. I've just finished showing you around. Now I was about to get my keys. I was about to walk out until I noticed something. There's a little sign of rot. And that's not good. There's a little sign of rot here. And this is what you call dry rot, where it flakes off easily as soon as you touch it. Now, usually, I'm acting like a builder now. So this is the dry rot. And that dry rot is, why am I so fast to pick things up? Oh, now I've got to wash my hands. This is dry rot, and this is wood that has rotted away from worm-eaten creatures, or dry rot. So that's woodworm. Woodworm is what was worm-eating creatures, but dry rot is when all the moisture has come out from the wood and go see a specialist. Something to do with some air. It's just completely bone dry and it becomes brittle and breaks off in your hand. And that's not good, because imagine your joists, the joists, which is the wood that runs through the floor to hold up the floor, is made of wood. So if you have any worm-eating wood, or if you have a worm-eating creature, or if you had any dry rot in the house can fall down. Not in such terms, but the house could fall down because you have dry rot in your house. It could, eventually crumble. Jesus, that another monstrous spiders. I tell you one thing, I like property, but there's a lot of spiders in this game. So if anyone's interested in getting property, keep in mind that you will come across a lot of spiders. There's just spiders everywhere. I've almost had to not care anymore, but there's 2 big ones. Big. But it is what it is. It's part of the game. So otherwise, I hope you guys really got some information. I hope you've learned something from walking around this house with me today and seeing what is involved when you're looking at properties, when you are trying to work out what needs to be done, when you're trying to figure out what do I need to do in this house to add value and what should I not do, and also what to look out for, because if you overlook some things, that can be the make or break of the project. So it's vital, absolutely vital, that you do get a second opinion. I get a second opinion, so I always do the initial walk around. I always go around with my own learnings, my own things that I know, looking out for those core things. Once those are okay, and there's a little bit of uncertainty on some areas where it could be maybe the roof is showing some signs of damage, or there's some huge crack somewhere, as we saw upstairs, then those are the type of things that you would want to look out for and get that second opinion on, because you simply just don't know it all. And that's why we have specialists. You don't ask the agent to become the solicitor, do you? So don't expect yourself to become a builder. You stay within your remit, and that's vital. So yes, get your second opinions, do your first viewings, chat with your agents, get them to tell you what they think the end valuation is. Get that confirmed by doing your own due diligence. Look at 10 sold properties, look at 10 properties that are actually sold and 10 now just recently sold on the market, and talk to agents. I think you can't go wrong talking to the agents. The agents, make them your best friend. Get the information. When you're looking for properties and it doesn't work for you, tell them why it doesn't work so they know what to look for next time. Because this was on the auction, but she did call me to say, hey, something's in your price range, something's in the margin you're looking for. Come and check this out. And I'm checking it out. So I'm going to get a second opinion on these works, because there are some things I need to confirm. But otherwise, that's it for now. So I'll be sending this over to you.